This is the last chance for the seagulls, because this is the high organic material that will be composted. It is brought in clear bags. Again, it's important so that we can make sure that what we're putting through the composter is a high organic stream. And the organic fraction of what's coming in here is probably 75 to 80% by weight. And that's soiled cardboard, unrecoverable cardboard, paper, food, and also the biosolids from the wastewater treatment plant, which are all composted here also.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes.
All right, now, when somebody comes in and you see, you know, that's obviously not going to break down. That's a piece of plastic. There's some tin. How does that get sorted out?
Well, within this process, the heart of the composting process is that large rotary digester that we'll take a closer look at. And what happens in the composting process, particularly in that drum, is that the organic portion of this waste will particleize and turn into compost in 3 days in that drum. But a plastic, metal, glass, things of that nature, does not. So it can be screened away from the material we're composting. And as the composting process continues, we refine the material and screen it on a finer screen, so that what we end up with is a beautiful, rich, high organic soil amendment. We call this the turtle conveyor because it's so slow. But it's slow because we want to measure the feed of this organic waste that's going into the drum so that it's not overwhelmed. So that material going up that conveyor goes into a hopper up here.
Wow, it smells like muffins cooking or something. What is it?
Well, it is a cooking process. It's a fermentation process that's going on inside that drum, which is on the other side of the wall. But there's a plate here that allows the drum to rotate, but maintains stability here, so that this device, which is a hydraulic ram, so this device is charging the rotary digester with the organic material that was dumped on the tipping floor and was conveyed up from the floor. And this cycles back and forth every 60 seconds or so and forces the material into the drum where it's being processed and where all that heat is coming from. What you're seeing there is that's a fiberglass pipe that's translucent, so the sun hits it and gives it a little light. But what we do here is we suck air out of the building all the time through the odor filters, so that there's air being sucked into the building all the time, so it's not going outside. Because you can smell this here, but you can't smell it outside.
This doesn't smell as bad as that.
Well, right.
Over there.
But that material that smells there doesn't smell out front,
right,
because the air is being sucked out of the building through the odor filter. Well, one of the things I wanted to show you here is the answer to the question, what is compost good for? And I want to give you some examples. Here's some basil. You can see that this is in our compost, our enriched compost from the facility here, and this isn't. Here's ivy geranium that we've grown. This one, this has the compost in it, this doesn't.
Wow.
So the growth
okay.
response, you know, the leaves are greener, they're more vibrant. So what compost does, it makes things grow. Compost is nature's fertilizer. So what we're doing here, not only are we recovering the maximum amount of materials, we're doing the right thing environmentally, but if the town had had to close their landfill in 1992, when the initial order came down from the state of Massachusetts, they'd be paying well over $200 a ton right now to truck and ship everything off the island. So what this facility represents is the result of a vision that the town of Nantucket had starting in the 1970s through the 80s, and in the deliberate building of this MRF, the composting plant, the C&D facility, all the recovery that's done here, which results in an 85% recycling rate, the highest in the world, and stabilizing the cost for the island versus what they would have to pay or what Martha's Vineyard pays. Check out what their costs are, because they have to ship everything off the island and pay the rates over on the mainland.